Hey everybody, I'm Chanel Herlin and welcome to the New Music Buzz. On today's show, we are at the Hotel Artemis movie premiere. In our artist spotlight, we have Julie Mintz. Then we talk to the cast of Glow from Netflix. And finally, Dancing with the Stars, Carrie and Inaba talks about her long career. So as you can see, it's a jam-packed show. Roll that intro.
Hi, I'm Sidel Noel. Let's get buzzed.
Set in a riot-torn near-future Los Angeles, Hotel Artemis is an original action thriller starring Jodie Foster, who runs a secret members-only hospital for criminals. Jodie is joined by Sterling K. Brown, Sophia Boutella, Jeff Goldblum, Brian Tyree Henry, Jenny Slate, Zachary Quinto, Charlie Day, and Dave Bautista. That's a lot of people. Let's check it out. So can you give me a little tease about this film without telling me too much? Please, Brian.
Not too distant future, water riot, lots of criminals, a hotel that's made for criminals. You have to follow the rules.
Okay, and your character?
I play the character Honolulu, who is the brother to Sterling's character Waikiki, and we just come off of a bank heist and things go a little wrong and we have to then get our memberships back for the Hotel Artemis.
I feel as an audience we're going to be on the edge of our seats throughout this film.
I hope you will be. It's really jam-packed with all the action that you want, and I mean the acting is incredible. I mean we've got some really great people in there. Zach Quinto, we've got Jeff Goldblum, you know, we've got Sophia Boutella. It's really great. It's really fun. It's a fun movie, you know. Like I think it's going to be a really fun movie for the summer. Yeah.
3 minutes. Open the ball now.
Oh, that's real nice.
You don't want it.
No, I really do.
Hit the ground now! I need to make a call.
Hello. How can I help? Easy, fellas. Everybody's gonna get fixed up. Now verify your memberships, and we're off to the races.
What can you tell me about your character, Sterling?
I can tell you Waikiki is a criminal, sort of a reluctant criminal. He's a bank robber, but a lot of why he does what he does is because of his brother. Okay. His brother's sort of a knucklehead, to say the least. And anytime I want to get out of the game, he kind of keeps pulling me back in. And we really only have each other in life, so we can't live without each other.
And Brian said it was absolutely a terrible experience working with you. He hated every minute. I'm just kidding.
Goes both ways. He's a
Congrats on this film. What can you tell us about your character? Just give us a little tease over here.
Ooh, the nurse is in her 70s, kind of cranky, Barbara Stanwyck style character with a lot of barbs, and she really drinks too much and takes too many pills and runs this hospital for criminals, members only. So she's the boss. You know, to have so many people who come from so many different worlds, really, and each one of the characters has their own story. You know, they have their own dynamic and their own story. Each one's so rich. You know, from there's such different types of actors, from Sophia Boutella to Dave Bautista and Sterling and Jeff Goldblum. I mean, it's just great. Each one of them is so strong.
And in real life, if you had to open up something underground, something super secret, what would you love to do?
What I love to do? Oh gosh. I'm a skier, so you know what, I'd like to be in the mountains, and I would like to have like a private mountain. I'd like to have a private mountain for just fun people. Yeah.
I think it's original storytelling. I think there's some incredible performances, and it's worth people's time.
Were there any kind of funny, crazy stories that happened behind the scenes that you can share with us?
I knocked out Dave Bautista. He was running his mouth, and I said, wham, and knocked him right out. But, you know, I said for his career, I'll keep that under wraps.
Okay, we got that. We won't air that part. Don't you worry.
It was really cool to work with Jodie Foster, of course, and Sophia, who's amazing. I mean, everyone. The cast is just, there's people I didn't work with who I'm excited to hopefully meet tonight.
Growing up, what was one rule that you just really wanted to break in your household?
In my house? Oh man, I didn't have too strict a house. I think I wanted to break more like the rules of school, you know, like, and that was like I didn't want to go to it.
A rebel at heart you are.
Yeah, a rebel at heart.
You see that badge? That means I'm a healthcare professional.
You're lucky this place has rules.
Well, my character in the film has a very strong bond with Nurse, who is played by Jodie Foster. We have a very, she's a maternal figure to Everest. She saved him when he was younger, and it really saved him from a life of violence and crime, a life that he didn't choose, a life that he's kind of a product of his environment. So now she's taken him in, she's given him a new chance at life, and he is dedicated and loyal to her and would do anything for her.
I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, for this character in particular, I had a little bit of a different theme for her. You know, I think she's a bit more feminine. I think she embraced her womanhood, and she's very elegant. And I like the mix of the strength and the fighting, and also the femininity. It's a fun thriller, high action thriller film that they'll have fun going through, because it's a ride and it's nothing like it out there.
You know, you might want to buy some scented candles or something, because it smells like somebody died in here.
They did.
I'm Sterling K. Brown.
And I'm Ryan Michelle Bethea. And you've just been buzzed.
Camera 1 today. Well, your conscious. It's one night out with the band when we like really black.
After the break, we talk to Julie Mintz in our Artist Spotlight, so don't go anywhere.
You can come from anything and go through anything and still go on to do something amazing.
It's just been a long road to get here.
This is an opportunity to show nothing should prevent you from making your dreams come true.
Don't ever let anybody's comments stop you from being you, because you are beautiful and you're powerful and you are amazing.
I do what it takes.
As a quadriplegic, it must be frustrating for you, someone who liked to get things done with their hands.
Here's the thing. 4 guys murdered my wife. If I could find those men, I'd do it.
What if I told you I could offer you something that would enable you to walk again? I call it STEM, a computer chip that has the potential to change everything. It's a new, better brain.
I am STEM, the system operating your body for you.
Can anybody else hear you?
No, only you. May I point something out? In the drone surveillance footage, Sir Brantner, Marine Corps, address 414 Citrus, Newcraft. We'll need a plan.
I got this.
This doesn't seem like a well-thought-out plan. I need your permission to operate independently.
Permission granted!
Thank you.
Stay down, man. Stanley's got a knife!
I see that. We have a knife, too. I cannot allow us to be killed. We are going to finish the job we started.
You didn't know that I'm a ninja.
While I am state-of-the-art, I am not a ninja.
Hi, my name is Julie Mintz, and you're watching The Bubble. I started playing music as a kid. I grew up in Corpus Christi, Texas, on the Gulf Coast. But professionally, I have been singing backup and playing keyboards for the artist Moby for about 6 years. And he produced my first EP that I put out a couple of years ago. And he produced my first single that's out on my full-length record that I'm putting out in a couple of months. I feel like breaking into Moby's inner circle for me was really serendipitous. We were actually neighbors in Beechwood Canyon here in LA. I lived in a tiny rental house and he lived in a huge castle across the street from me. We didn't know each other. And one day I came outside into my driveway and there was a stranger moving my garbage cans and trying to park in my driveway. And he was like, "I'm so sorry, I'm trying to go to a party at your neighbor's house and there's nowhere to park, so I just thought I'd move your garbage cans and park here if that's okay." And I think to make up for it, he invited me to go to the party with him. I didn't really want to go because he was a stranger and my neighbor was a stranger, but I went for a few minutes, and so that's how I first met my neighbor Moby. And we just became good friends, and he was always a really good sounding board. I would play him some of my new songs that I was working on. And then I just got an email from him one day pretty early on in our friendship, and he was like, "I'm putting out a new record and I'm going to be playing a song on The Tonight Show, and would you sing backup for me on The Tonight Show?" So that was my first gig with Moby, and then it's just continued from there. I'm releasing my full-length album soon. It's called Abandon All Hope of Fruition, and the title is based on the writings of an American Tibetan Buddhist nun who has written a bunch of books that I really love. Her name is Pema Chodron, and she wrote a book called When Things Fall Apart. And there's one chapter in the book that is titled Abandon All Hope of Fruition, which sounds very depressing and hopeless when you hear it. Yeah, but when you read the chapter, she really explains that it's basically about letting go of expectations and letting go of doing things for a future hope of how they're going to turn out. And I feel like if you can apply that without being completely depressed and hopeless in life, and I've been in those really down, depressed places too, but just really trying to do things because you love them in the moment, as opposed to being really attached to how it's going to turn out and how it's going to make you feel in the future. Because I feel like future tripping can ruin a lot of things and ruin our intentions behind a lot of things. So overall, I wanted to name it that because I think it's a good reminder to myself, and it really encompasses a lot of what the songs on this record are about. A lot of my themes that I write about are about waiting for love, hoping for the future. I write a lot about love and pining and longing for love, and so I'm really exploring that a lot on this record. And so in the end, I wanted the title to reflect that maybe it's not about always waiting and looking to the future, and also kind of recognizing what's okay about the present. But I would say for sure the songs are a lot about pining and waiting and looking to the future, because that's what I'm trying to work out in my own life. Sorrow Tree is going to come out early June. The electronic version is on Moby's record that's out right now. And then he produced an acoustic version for my record, which is really beautiful. It's just acoustic guitar, piano, and strings. And so I want people to get acquainted with his version and then introduce my acoustic version. Hi, my name is Julie Mintz, and you've just been buzzed.
Lately I've been feeling hopeless, easy to lose focus, but I'll wait for you. I've been looking for you.
seen nothing yet, kid. We're just getting started.
My mom ingrained in me that I shouldn't let it become a limitation. Dance is how I want to live my life.
You are inspirational.
I knew that this would be what I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
You have got it!
I actually came out as gay. Dancing is the only way I can be myself.
You make me so happy just seeing your joy right now.
Up next, Dancing with the Stars, Carrie Inaba talks about her long career and gives us some facts that we didn't even know. Let's take a look.
Oh my
Me
God.
too. Me
What's
too.
going on?
Come here. Go give me a hug. I just... It was like the simplest poem. It's like you made a beautiful poem just using like 3 letters. And your movement vocabulary is small, but what you said with those few movements was so beautiful. So thank you for that beautiful moment.
You walk on the moon, float like a balloon. You see, it's never too late and it's never too soon. Take it from me, it's alright to be in living color. And how would you feel knowing prejudice was obsolete and all mankind danced to the exact beat? And at night it was safe to walk down the street.
You know, in this business, you never know what's going to go or not go. And at the time, I was actually working on So You Think You Can Dance. I was doing the choreography for that, and I was offered a judge position on So You Think You Can Dance. And then I was offered a judging position on Dance with the Stars, and it was a really hard choice. But in the end, I chose Dance with the Stars because it was a world that was less familiar to me, so I thought I'd try something that scared me. And I'm grateful I did because it's lasted for so long, and I'm very grateful.
And how is it working with Len and Bruno?
It's wonderful working with Len and Bruno. I think we're lucky because all 3 of us are dancers, so we work really well together. We work as a team. None of us think we're a star. There's no sort of jealousy, and I don't know, we're one of the only judging panels that's lasted as a group for so long, and I think it's because of our dancing background.
Who would you say is like your dream person, like to see on the show, like your bucket list?
Well, personally, I would like to see Keanu Reeves on the show. I mean...
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Right? I would like that. But I like comedians. I think comedians do well. We just had our whole athlete season, and that was kind of amazing. So we'll see what's next. We'll see who's going to be on.
And so how do you feel receiving this Lifetime Achievement Award?
Well, I mean, first of all, to be here tonight is kind of a big deal. I love the Choreographers Carnival. I'm a fan. And it's a place where you go and you come to be inspired and you get re-energized because the energy is so incredible. And everybody's out there doing it just for the love and the passion. And it's kind of what being a dancer means to me, and I don't know, I was thinking about it today. I'm honored and I'm touched, and that Carrie would even recognize me means a lot to me, maybe more than I could ever really express. Hi, I'm Carrie Inaba, and you've just been buzzed.
iHeart Radio's Kiss FM Wango Tango by AT&T returns Saturday, June 2nd to the all-new Bank of California Stadium with performances by Ariana Grande, Shawn Mendes, Meghan Trainor, Backstreet Boys, 5 Seconds of Summer, and many more. We stopped by the pre-show at the Wango Tango Village to watch Love, Sabrina Carpenter, and Jack and Jack perform. Let's check it out.
I never see the person when you're around. I'll keep waiting, right? You might change your mind. Hold the book on your body. There's never been a way to make this easy. I want this forever. Just you in the grotto, with nothing but your nights on. Get the lights on, same again tomorrow. We don't need no bottle. We call it lip blocks, reminiscent wall. Ain't nowhere I'd rather be. Right between the hot bands, coffee on the Flintstone, jewelry on the yard bed. Baby, let me in. Well, I can make you out of bed about it. Love the way you shiver. Dig into my shoulder blades, feel it when you quiver. Higher level and the way you could be the renegade. Body to a body, never said it Juliet. Magic never died. The TV has been breaking legs. Mommy gotta shut it close. You know what made me come back. I'm just a monster that you never feel. Come on! Stay awake, but you gotta hold me.
Next up, we speak to the cast of Glow, who talk about Season 2, favourite 80s songs, and let's see if they've picked up a wrestling move or two. Let's check it out.
Hey, what's going on here?
I play Debbie Egan. She is a former soap star, new mother, insane person. And my wrestling character is Liberty Bell, who I like to think is if Blanche Dubois were attacked by a hive of bees.
Now, what's your favorite 80s jam song that you just love to rock out to? Windows open, driving in your car?
I would say Phil Collins' Take Me Home I'm pretty obsessed with, but that's more of, I live in New York, so I walk listening to that song, and it's like a power emotional walk, like tears streaming down, people you're passing are very concerned for you, and kind of have a montage going in your head.
I play Ruth Wilder. In Season 1, we saw her in a really kind of low place, not being able to book work as an actress, and finding this other avenue in a weird women's wrestling show to kind of find her own sort of success. And in Season 2, we find her, you know, still sort of struggling. Ruth is a kind of a grating character, and she's done a really bad thing against her friend in the first season. Spoiler alert, sleeping with her best friend's husband. So the repercussions of that are still ringing throughout the gym in Season 2. But Ruth is always a little bit like, I think, 2 steps forward and then like 5 steps back. So it's just like slow and steady with her progress in Season 2.
What is your favorite 80s jam that you just love to rock out to?
Oh gosh, I mean anything Hall & Oates. Hall & Oates and Pat Benatar are my go-tos. I would say Rich Girl by Hall & Oates.
Sam is a kind of beat-up guy that's
that's thinks the world of himself, but that's sort of deteriorating, and he's sort of in charge of this situation, barely. And he's a little cranky and a little bit of an asshole, but he's all right. Not horrible.
Has Netflix officially changed how we watch TV forever?
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't you watch everything at once if you could? It's causing us all to lose a lot of sleep and watch everything all at once, and then you have to wait a lot longer. But we have no self-control, so yeah, they've made it better and worse at the same time.
Well, I play Cherry Bang. Cherry is pretty much the mother figure of the girls, the coach in season 1. I really can't say much for season 2, but yeah, she's a badass. She pretty much is the stunt double for Foxy Brown, Pam Grier. That's what I was told. And she's just a badass. She does stunt work. She's athletic and a badass. I mean, can I say badass more?
Say it one more time, girl, because it sounds good when you say it.
I mean, she's a badass. I think I always stretch out ass.
Now, have you picked up a lot of wrestling moves doing this movie, and have you used them in real life at any time?
Oh, no, I haven't used them in real life. I wish. I want somebody to step to me so I could use it. I really do.
What's the move you would use? Tell me.
Body slam a bitch. Like, quick. Body slam a bitch. Quick.
What's your favorite 80s jam that you just love to rock out to? You know what I'm talking about. Driving in your car, windows down.
Oh, there's so many. And I can't even think about, like the names. Okay. Oh, I
you gotta sing it then.
I do like walk like an Egyptian. Look, I pretty much have the theme going on right now.
She is the wrestling savant of the group of Glow women. She's very sweet and very kind, but also very insecure, as this is her first time really following her dream and doing things for herself instead of kind of being under the shadow of her, fabulous wrestling family.
Has Netflix officially changed how we watch TV forever?
Yes, I think so. I think, so many people focus on the binge of Netflix, but what they don't realize is that Netflix allows you to watch shows in your own style and in your own manner, whether it's on the subway, whether it's at home with your significant other. You can watch it anywhere. You can spend as much time with the show as you want. So I think people are so focused on like binge, but really it's like some of us just want to do one episode a week at home in our jammies, and we can do that because of Netflix. Hi guys, I'm Brittany Young.
Hi, I'm Sidel Noel.
My name's Betty Gilpin.
Mark Maron, and you've been buzzed. How's that feel? Yeah.
You want to grab a drink?
No, we're not there.
She's a maniac, actual love. Every dancing like she's never danced before.
So that's all we have. A special thanks to Netflix, the cast of Glow, the cast of Hotel Artemis, Gina Morano and Julie Mintz. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, double tap on Instagram, and follow us on Twitter, all at The New Music Buzz. I'm Chanel Herlin. Have a lekker day.
The New Music Buzz is brought to you by Monster Products, pure Monster quality with Monster sound. For more music entertainment news, go to www.thenewmusicbuzz.com.
Peace out.